Hi, I'm Hiro from Funk Physio Physical Therapy. Today, I'd like to show you how I train at home to improve my performance in both running and soccer. First, we start with a warm-up. I always focus on active and dynamic stretching to raise my body temperature and increase joint mobility before any training session. Warming up is essential to prepare your body and prevent injury during exercise. Skipping it can raise your risk of strains or other injuries, especially when running or doing high-intensity activities. From now, I start training sessions. The exercises I will show are designed not only to boost strength and agility, but also to reduce the risk of injury. First, I do plyometric training, which helps improve power and explosiveness. I place a box about knee height in front of me. Because plyometric exercises require a lot of energy, I do them early in the workout, not at the end, so I can get the most benefit. What I did for plyometrics in this session include bilateral box jump to the front, and single leg or unilateral forward jump, and single leg or unilateral side jumps. I complete 2 sets of each movement. You should try to minimize the landing time when you step down. This helps you decrease landing time during running, so you can move faster during any sports activities. You can adjust the height of the box based on your ability. If you don't have a box at home, that's totally fine. You can still do forward and lateral jump on the floor without any height. After plyometrics, I move on to strengthening using interval training. The first set of the interval training includes push-ups, biceps curls, and full squats. Interval training combines strength work and cardiovascular endurance. It's totally fine to focus on just one exercise at a time for a few sets, but interval training is more time efficient and helps put additional stress on the cardiovascular system. Also, when your goal is strength, the optimal rest time between sets is usually 30 to 90 seconds. Instead of just sitting and resting during the time, you can train other muscle groups. That's the idea behind this compound sets. I intentionally mix one lower body exercise with 2 upper body exercises so that each muscle group gets enough recovery time while I continue working. I repeat this circuit for 3 to 4 sets. The second interval compound set includes single arm bent over rows, shoulder abductions, and single leg squats with some weights. I chose these exercises for today, but you can mix and match based on your needs. This time I didn't include any side lunges since I already did lateral jumps earlier in the plyometric exercises. But keep in mind that lateral movements are very important, especially for runners and soccer players, so prevent injury and improve agility in multiple directions. Finally, I did some core stability exercises. The first one is front plank for 30 seconds, followed by one leg up hold for 30 seconds, alternating legs. The second one is side plank with upper leg lifts, 20 seconds hold and 10 hip abductions. Try to keep the hip high. The last one is a little challenging, but plank with opposite arm and leg lifted, holding for 20 seconds. I usually do these exercises for 2 to 3 sets based on other exercise menu. This is it for today's exercise. It took me about 30 minutes to finish this menu. I recommend 2 to 3 times a week of this workout and 3 to 4 times a week of your main sports activities such as running or soccer for me, any other sports, 3 to 4 times a week. I can also teach you how to modify these exercises because the exercises I showed you may be too easy or too difficult for you. So I can either make them easier or more challenging depending on your fitness level. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions.